Has the world just gone completely mad? My shorthand for mad at damned near everyone? Or have we all collectively lost our marbles because life isn't unfolding as smoothly as we'd hoped? It's a question that seems to pop up whenever we scroll through the latest social media feeds or watch the evening news. It doesn't seem to matter who you are these days, young, old, rich, poor, famous, or obscure. There's a current of frustration, irritation, and outright anger rippling through our daily existence. We live in a strange era where you can witness someone happily jumping on stage at a rally, putting on a cheerful show at age 50, and then moments later see that same person retreat to a quiet corner, whip out their phone or tablet, and become utterly vexed at the world. It's as if the devices in our hands are magic portals to outrage, triggering us into fits of fury that feel hard to control. One reason for this growing anger might be the feeling that life isn't playing out the way we imagined it should. Disappointments pile up, large and small. The promotion that never came, the friend who never calls, the body that doesn't bounce back as quickly as it did in youth. All of these slights, when placed within the context of a chaotic world, can lead to a simmering sense of resentment. Add to that the constant bombardment of opinions, news alerts, and carefully curated social media highlights that make it seem like everyone else's life is going better than our own. Before we know it, we've got an emotional cocktail, strong enough to knock us off our game. It's not just the big stuff either. Everyone gets tangled in these nets of negativity. The young might feel the pressure of not meeting unrealistic expectations, while older adults might feel left out or marginalized by a world that seems to worship youth and novelty. Even those who seem to have it all together can find themselves brooding over small details, feeling a gnawing emptiness that makes them want to lash out. The technology that promised connection now seems to deliver only isolation and negative comparison instead. It's no wonder we find ourselves simmering with anger and loneliness. But here's the good news. This is not some irreversible condition. As older adults, particularly, we have the unique advantage of perspective. We've seen life's cycles, the ups and downs, and that can serve as a cushion, a soft landing place when the world feels like it's spinning too fast. The question is, how do we protect ourselves from getting sucked into the emotional whirlpool of modern frustration? For starters, we can limit our exposure. It's perfectly fine to hit the pause button on an endless scroll. Try giving yourself a timeout for a quiet hour free from phones, tablets, and televisions. Spend some time checking in with yourself, reading something that uplifts, or taking a walk outdoors. Or maybe investing energy in real-world connections, phoning an old friend, joining a local hobby group, or even sitting down at a cafe and chatting with neighbors. These truly can reinstate a sense of belonging that's too often lost in digital spaces. Next, pay attention to your triggers. If certain online spaces or even certain people consistently make you feel angry or lonely, consider stepping back. You don't need a formal breakup with a social network. Just visit it less often and for shorter durations. Remember, you're not obligated to be present where you don't feel valued or inspired. Finally, cultivate gratitude and mindfulness. Reflect on what you do have, your experiences, your insights, your resilience. Embrace simple pleasures and savor moments of calm. By consciously choosing what to let into your mind and heart, you're taking a stand against the rage-filled vortex. The world might still feel a bit mad, but you can reclaim your serenity, remain engaged, and keep your spark alive at any age.